It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left is Watkins. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Hey, 7. Hey, exit. Yep.
In motion left is Watkins.
Hey, orbit. Hey, alpha. Hey, echo.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Look at me. Go, go.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Chris Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson over the middle complete. It's Hill. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Eagles had 1-6 now. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Hey, one here. Yeah,
in motion left is Watkins.
Get combo. Hey, Charlie.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Hey. Great zone, travel.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ready? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Glover. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Hey, you! Hey, stop. Hey, I said the stop.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence, flush to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Come on, set. Hey, exit.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, hold it. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready?
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the scout troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
To throw is Jackson. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Look at me. Get down. Hey, go it.
Lawrence will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 41, Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 35.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
An inside give to Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. In motion left is Watkins. On 3rd down, Lawrence being chased out left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, box up. Hey, I'm 7.
Here's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yep. Hey, exit. Go to the left. Yeah,
in motion left is Watkins.
Hey, Delta. Hey, Orbit. Hey, Alpha. Hey.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run with Sanders off the option. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, Lawrence. Hey.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Lawrence. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On the ready.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. He pitches it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
64. Hey, 7. Hey, exit. Hey, jump it. Go out.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia